Okay, so if you follow my channel, right, recently you realize that I keep releasing videos that is more knowledge and educational. It's because that's the direction that I want now, okay? Previously I talk a lot about trend, I get a lot of views, but I feel that like I talk about trend when there's a change in trend. When there's no change in trend, we should go back to basic, we should go back to fundamentals, we should go back to knowledge. Okay, so I want to provide more knowledge for people in the industry. Whether you are agent or whether you are a buyer or seller, I hope that by providing you knowledge, you will understand the industry better, you will not get cheated, not get scammed, make the right decisions and make better property decisions, okay? Okay, so I come up with this new series, okay? This new series is called Aaron, why ah? Aaron, why ah? Okay, so I've been trying to think about a funny name lah. So I think this name is not too bad lah. Okay, so I try to do this Aaron why ah for like one episode. I thought like I could do one episode and explain all these points that I written down, but surprisingly I couldn't because I realized that wow, a lot of explanation to do. So I decided to split it into a few episodes. So in these few episodes, I will continue to talk about some unspoken rules, and then I will explain to you so that you won't ask me, Aaron, why okay? So let's go. Okay, so the first one, I want to explain to you. First of all, the first thing I want to explain is co-broke is a law in Singapore. So according to the Council of Estate Agent, right, every agent needs to co-broke with another agent or another agent with buyer, okay? So there's no such thing as like, oh, no co-broke, cannot co-broke, I only take direct buyer. So I just want to explain to you all this because a lot of customers, they tell me that, hey, Aaron, when the market was very good in 2022, 2021, a lot of people don't want to co-broke. Okay, so I just want to explain one thing. Co-broking and agent sharing com, right, in Singapore's concept is different one. So you cannot go to Wikimedia or dictionary to check the word co-broke because the explanation and what is happening to the market is very different. Again, do I define the market? I don't know. You know, I entered the market 15 years ago and it's already like that. And I was being taught like that, and before that it's already like that, and even the government cannot go and define it correctly because that is how the market has been all the while. Okay, so I just want to explain to you, co-broke means like the seller got an agent, the buyer got agent, they come together to co-broke. So the buyer agent is always correct when the buyer agent go and, if he has a buyer, he message the seller agent to say that, hi, I am Sharon from blah blah blah, can I co-broke your this unit? Then the agent will say welcome. It's always correct this way. You need to introduce yourself. If you are agent, you need to introduce yourself to co-broke first. Okay? Then co-broke and share com is two different things in Singapore. So it means that, let's say in the private property resale market, the seller will pay the seller agent a commission. The buyer will not pay the buyer agent commission. So the buyer agent will take co-broke com from the seller agent, which means the seller agent has to share portion of his commission with the buyer agent. This is just share com. It doesn't mean that co-broke means need to share com. Because in the HDB market, I will also ask, let's say I'm a buyer agent, I say, I'm Aaron from PropNext, can I co-broke your block 266 Simei, example. But it doesn't mean that I'm asking the seller agent to share com with me. Because in HDB market, the buyer will pay me commission directly. Okay, so we clarify this first. Number one, co-broke is a law. Agent cannot don't co-broke. Okay, so you can go and make a complaint if this agent don't want to co-broke one. Okay, there is already history of people get suspended or fined. I'm not too sure you got a fine. So co-broke is a law, must co-broke. Number two, co-broke doesn't mean need to share commission. I tell you, even agents don't know this. Okay, even agents don't know this. Number three, I just want to explain this because I got asked this question before, and not asked this question, I was told this scenario and I totally understand why. So I explained and I realized a lot of people in the industry may not understand. So a lot of, in private property, the buyer will have a buyer agent that actually co-broke with the seller agent. And in private property, buyer don't pay commission to their agents. So the buyer agent got to ask for a co-broke com from the seller agent. So we understand this concept first. This is the concept. So if you have an agent, okay, I think I talked about this in market norms. If you have an agent, your agent supposed to handle all communication for you with the seller agent. You're not supposed to do it. But in the market, there's a lot of funny people or funny practice or people that trying to take commission by doing nothing. Okay, later I'll go into it. So that's why some agents, they are very angry or they are not happy about it. So there is scenarios like this that buyer, they got agent, but they themselves do the calling. They just inquire, call the seller agent, ask this, ask that, ask this, ask that. Then arrange viewing themselves. Upon the viewing, they may, okay, most of the time upon the viewing, or sometimes even worse, when they offering, they will go and tell the seller agent, oh, I got an agent. So this is not correct, guys. This is not correct. I will explain to you why this is not correct in the market. Why is this an unspoken rule? Because when you as a direct buyer, you are a direct buyer. When you call yourself, you are a direct buyer. When an agent call for you, then you are agent with buyer. This is a common understanding in the market. So if you have an agent, your agent is supposed to do the calling. Okay, not you. Or you want to do a calling can, but have the courtesy to tell people that I have an agent, but my agent is busy. Very paiseh lah, but this is the system that you want to do mah. Because normally even my agents, they are all taught that if you represent the buyer, you need to help the buyer. You are supposed to handle all the communication. So if you don't have, then you tell the seller agent all that, hey, I'm a buyer, but I got an agent. Okay, you have to say beforehand. Okay, I explain to you why. Because the seller agent, when you contact them as a direct buyer, they take it as you are a direct buyer. They are not sharing their commission. So they will take extra maybe 0.5% more. If they take extra money, they need to serve you. Means they need to qualify you. They need to do extra work for you. They need to help you. At the same time, by helping you is to help the seller sell the place off. So they feel that they have extra work to do. So it's very not fair for the seller agent. Okay, I'm not saying that this is my perspective. This is the perspective of the market. So don't get offended, okay? I just want you to understand how the market and how the industry work, how the agents are thinking. You can be a direct buyer, but you may not think correctly. You don't understand. So I believe when we want to understand a situation, right, we have to put ourselves in the shoes of every party in the situation. By putting ourselves in every party of the situation, then we can clearly understand what is happening and what is the problem with the situation. So by you being a direct buyer, you call the seller agent directly. The seller agent will deem that you are a direct buyer. He doesn't need to share comms, so he will help you. He'll answer your question, do financial calculation for you. He will have to do extra work for you. So if you come up for viewing, he has to serve you, show you the house, maybe also continue with the financial calculation, answer your question regarding other houses and whatsoever. He has the concept that he's taking extra commission to help you. Then suddenly, upon offering, you say, hey, means he do all the job, all the financial calculation. Upon offering, you say, hey, I got an agent. This is not correct. Okay? And guys, to be frank with you, why agents don't like it? Number one, I already tell you already, because they feel that they are doing extra work for you. Then in the end, someone just pop up like that to say, hey, I want to share commission. And I tell you, most of the time, this agent that pop up like that, they are always the problem agent. Okay, why do I say problem agent? Because this agent, right, should be doing his job. Why isn't him or her doing his job? Number one. Number two, it's a common occurrence that this agent that pop up is always a part-timer, or always the buyer's friend, buyer's relative, buyer this, buyer that, and he pop up just to share just to want to share the commission, but he's not doing anything because he don't know what he's doing. He just passed the RES exam. He's not a seasoned agent. He don't know how the process works. He just want to share com. He just want to share com. He just want to take the money. So this is not correct. If you stand in the perspective of the seller agent, the seller agent will feel cheated. The seller agent will feel like this agent never do anything. Why suddenly pop up want to share com? So this practice is not correct. So a lot of time, it's not that agents don't want to co-broke. I agree that there is some very naughty egg in a basket that don't want to co-broke. Yes, you can go and complain them because it's a law. CA will deal with them. Okay, CA will deal with them. The Council of Estate Agent, which is the CA under the government, will deal with them. But sometimes these people, it's not that they don't want to co-broke. It's the approach that buyers use is wrong. So if you have an agent, your agent supposed to represent you in anything. Even if you want your auntie, uncle, your cousin that is an agent to take the commission for you, he or she has to do his due diligence and his duty for the deal to represent you. Not just you do yourself, then we're offering, say, hey, I got an agent. It's not correct, guys. It's not correct. So this is an unspoken rule. This is why the agent will be unhappy or the agent not willing to co-broke. These are situations that arise in this way. So you all have to understand this. Okay, so you have to understand the correct procedure and the correct practice. I hope you understand where I'm coming from, okay? Because I think this is a very sensitive topic, and why I want to talk about this is also I feel that there is a lack of understanding in the market, and even in agents to agents, also there's a lot of lack of understanding and a lot of misunderstanding. So I think if people understand how the process really works, right, they will understand that if they have an agent, they should be calling their agent to represent them for all communication, so that from the start there is no misunderstanding. Okay, so if things are being done correctly, there will not be misunderstanding. Okay, so this is the first episode for Aaron. Why? Okay, so you want to understand why? I gotta explain to you. There will be a few more episodes that I explain. Later on, I will explain to you like what is the problem with direct buyers and direct tenants. When can you ask prices? And a lot of all these questions. Okay, this is my goal. I want to do good content. I don't care if the view is good or not. But I feel that these are necessary content that need to be done so that my viewers and people that is in the market can benefit from it. So hit the like button, subscribe button. I hope you like the video. Thank you and bye bye.